Welcome to another episode of Reseller Evolution. I am Scott.
And I'm Carl.
And I am Fred. What? We have a guest today?
No guest today,
No guest today. I'm just
but
kidding.
Ken was awesome.
Yeah, Ken was a good guest for sure. Good to have Ken on. No, Ken on. It's funny because I was gonna say I've known Ken, but I never really known him, but I knew of him through thing as long as I've known you, but I've never talked to him really outside of like a few messages or something.
Yeah, face to face is different, even if it is through the internet.
Yeah. And it's funny you say that because then it just hit me. Well, technically, it still wasn't face to face, all right, but
No, no.
it is. It felt like it. But yeah, I'll be definitely having to go up there. Hopefully this summer. I mean, last summer was just crazy, and I hope this summer isn't crazy. Um, Maybe get up there, get up that way.
Muskoka.
Muskoka. Um, this summer. So beautiful country up there. Like
Yeah.
it just the further north you go, it just keeps getting better and better. But at least on my mind, like
Well, he's right next to Algonquin Park, he said, right? Too.
yeah.
So,
Oh, that's what I mean. It's just
yeah.
I mean, we mentioned that in the show, but the group of seven, it's so nice up there that's where they did a lot of their paintings and stuff,
Yeah.
right? And they were pretty famous Canadian artists. So I think I don't know, but there's paintings have gone into the millions, but I wouldn't know how much millions.
It's nothing I've ever looked up.
Well, I know some of them have gone into the millions. Maybe it's something we should look up eventually today.
Yeah. Wow.
Um, but yeah, but anyway. So this week, what's new, Carl? What's going on this week?
What's new this week?
Yeah.
Well, I kind of learned again, like you should always tell people you resell. I'm selling a building, so I had to get a new agent. Unfortunately, the last one actually passed away.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's really sad. I knew him for a long time too. It's one of those cases you just never know, right? But anyways, I've been talking to her, and I mentioned I do this eBay thing, and then so she has a bunch of stuff that she actually emailed me as well that she might want to sell. So it's always good to talk about your hobbies, right?
So she is the new agent.
She's a new agent.
So if
And
there's a possibility, and I'm not saying there is, but if you have a friend that is a agent or someone like that, I know people who do this, and when a place sells and it's full and it's very antique stuff, give you a call so that you can be in contact with them because a lot of times older people like that are unfortunately either passed away, but in a lot of times just downsizing. You know what I mean?
overwhelmed. Yeah.
Well, they're moving in from like maybe a big Victorian home into like a semi-detached bungalow style or like one floor style um or an old age home. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, that type of thing. So to have a contact like that can maybe set you up ahead of time.
Yeah, that would be amazing too.
Yeah.
It's all those connections and trust and stuff like that. And
But
my
go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say, like, my dream would be to help people not at that stage of their lives, but the previous, like maybe earlier, where they're thinking of downsizing a collection before they downsize their house. You know what I mean? Like that's the sort of, like, I would like to make those connections. Uh,
Well, I don't think they're as desperate as the people that had done the opposite.
well, no, they're not, and I
Right?
don't. Yeah,
Like I'm going to one on Tuesday and the guy was an antique kind of dealer. And I don't say this in bad thing, but I know if he was just downsizing the collection, he's going to want top dollar. But
yes,
in and I feel bad for the guy. Like I'll explain a little bit later. I'm just talking reality. I'm not trying to take advantage of. But what I'm saying is he had to have a knee replacement, and he's an older gentleman. Moved had to move into a like a an older age home type thing, and he can't even deal with this stuff. He has his son coming all the way from like an hour drive away, and he's trying to clear out the house to get it prepared to be sold, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to his place, but he's more desperate just to get it out of there because they got dumpsters and stuff like that too. But he has an idea what it is because he's a dealer, so he's put everything to sell in the basement and everything else is getting thrown out. But he just knows, like he's fine with everything, right? Like I talked to him on the phone yesterday and everything. So um he just goes, there's some stuff you guys might be interested in, might not be. He goes, I don't know. He goes, and he's saying in his room, or sorry, telling me in the basement, there's 3 rooms. So he's telling me which one to go to, um, how it's laid out and stuff. But anyway, but we had to have like 3 or 4 different calls just to kind of line up a day and time with his son. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it just becomes a bit of a burden at that point, which, I mean, we're resellers, Carl. We're in it to make money. And if the guy's asking too much, you can't make the deal. But if the guy's in a more of a desperate situation, that's where the deals are. And I don't mean it in a negative way. It's just like I can't pay, $75 and sell it for 100. We all know that as resellers because by the time commissions are, but as a person trying to sell it to a reseller, they don't get that. You know what I mean?
No.
This case, a little different. He understands it. He's been in the business. But I just think there's that little bit of desperation there that will make it or allow it to make sense.
I
Did
hope
I say
so.
that properly and kindly without
No, I
actually?
understand what you're saying. Like
Okay.
he's only going to start doing deals when he's pushed. Because I've
Yeah.
seen that as well, where like a dealer wants to get out, but they don't want to actually sell the stuff for wholesale. They still kind of they want you to go in and buy it for retail, right?
Yeah.
But it's like they're having a hard time letting it go for what they paid for or even less, right?
And you know
Uh,
what? And that's fine because if they want to do that, all power to them. But I'm not that guy that can buy that.
no,
But I can come in and buy a ton of crap that you'll never have to deal with outside of this one bulk buy that I'm about to do, and I can relieve all that pressure of all that stuff. That's where I am a benefit.
yeah,
But if they want to piece it out one by one and get full retail, well, that's not me. I'm not that guy.
no,
And you can take a long time. And he even said, he goes, actually he brought some stuff with him to the home that he was planning on just piecing out a little bit on eBay. He goes, I was just gonna do a little bit here. He goes, but and this is where it gets to a point where I said a few minutes ago that I would expand on it more. But he's a dealer. And I've always said that one of the things that got me into this is when my dad passed away, we had no clue about this stuff. And we put it in the driveway and everybody was going to his stuff. Where I had my sister's on one side, my sister had her stuff on one side, I had mine on one side of the other side of the driveway, and we put my dad's down the middle, and everybody was going to his stuff.
yeah,
And we're like, what did we throw out? Like everybody loves this stuff. This people are coming back 2 or 3 times. I didn't understand it then because I wasn't dealing with it. But point being that my dad had dabbled into this stuff and he had a booth and stuff like that too. He was a vendor at the market that I'm at. So that being said, and the fact that my uncle's big time into it, um, he ends up knowing them, right? He goes,
yeah,
I know your dad,
yeah, yeah. It's
So
funny, eh?
yeah. So because he didn't know my name until he goes, and then I told him my name, and he goes, your first name? He goes, I knew your dad. So anyway, so I still have to pay what makes sense to me. Like that's just part of the game, right? You gotta take out the connection or emotional part of it or whatever. You just have to say like this is what I can do because it has to make sense.
Yeah,
Second of all, I don't need another damn thing for probably a year if I really wanted to tell myself the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's it, right?
So
Like,
it's not like I'm desperate for inventory at all,
no,
right?
I'm desperate to get rid of the inventory I already have.
Yeah, yeah. But it's hard to say no. And I'll tell you why it's hard to say no, Carl. Because I was at a pick,
Yeah,
right? And I got tons of stuff, and I can't believe some of the stuff I got. I showed. Well, I was at two picks to be. Well, I'm going to talk about three of the latest picks. Okay, so I did a pick where I got a nice Edgar Cantillon watercolor. I just put that on my Instagram. Um, it's worth about $150, maybe 200 to the right person.
yeah,
But I'm selling it to a friend who I would consider a mentor, or at least one of four or five of them that I always would consider that. Um, and he's given me great deals, like amazing deals in the past, right? So I give him a good deal on it. Um, but it sold. It sold as soon as I was saying, "Hey, look what I found!" And then he's like, "Well, how much you want for it?" Right?
yeah,
And I'm like, "Okay, well, so this is what I understand it to be worth, and this is what I'm willing to sell it to you for." And he was more than happy. He was more actually willing to pay more, but I'm like, nope. I double my money on it. I'm good with it, right? Because
yeah.
so I put that on my Instagram, and I also put the. I don't know if you saw them,
I'm
but I also,
horrible.
huh?
Instagram. I rarely go there. I
Yeah.
forget it exists.
And then I put one with the exit uh shades, like they're 1920 30s. They're ruby red,
Yeah,
um, triangulared exit signs with the black lettering, and they're about $200 a piece.
wow.
I've seen some with 250. I only have one, and I didn't put it in the video because I had just cleaned them up and stuff, so I had to take it off the fixture. But if it goes with the fixture, I'm gonna ask 350.
Yeah,
But I only have one fixture. The other ones were shades. Um, they're in mint condition except for one. It's like it had been tapped by like something metal, and it
yeah,
put a little bit of a spider crack in it, but
uh,
you can see it when you hold it up to the light. So I'm going to put 125 and throw it
yeah,
in the booth
yeah,
because it still functions the same way. The one side looks mint, the other side you can see a little crack in it, but um, it's still going to be valuable. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Somebody will want it. And 125, why that? Because they're probably going to say, "Will you take 100? Will you just do 100?" If I put 100, then they'll say, "Will you do 50?"
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And I'm like, anyway,
I hate that stuff.
I know.
It's
But
annoying.
dude, the funny thing was, it was in this plastic pail. It was
Yeah,
about a 2 foot high, like one of the taller plastic pails.
yeah,
They were sitting in the bottom, and I honestly, dude, I think there was like a metal can or something. Like, how are these things not
you just get
broken?
destroyed. Yeah,
Yeah, like
I
I'm like
know.
to have one with a little crack in it. That's it.
Yeah,
I'm like, so anyway, um, so that was good. And I had another thing that I'm gonna put on today, and it's one of those. It's these things that you just grab, and then you think it's one thing, and then it turns out to be something amazing.
yeah.
So this is just a kerosene lantern,
Okay,
and
dime a dozen.
kerosene lantern, dime a dozen. It's got a little protective cage, and it had a cast iron wall mount with it.
Yeah,
Like so, it's got a loop, it's got a hook, it sits on the hook, and then it comes and it grips it on the bottom. So I don't know why I grabbed it. It just looked different. Had to, and I grabbed it. It was a bulk buy, and I'll still grab them because I still sell them for $15 to $30. It's a bit of a bigger one, so maybe $20, $30 is what I'm thinking. But I threw it in a pile, and then I go to my uncle's, and I had a couple things I wanted to show him and talk to him about, and that happened to be in the truck at the time. So after we're visiting and stuff, we come out and I show him, and he goes, "Wow, this is neat." He
yeah,
goes, "I've never seen one like this before." And he goes, the cast iron hook. And he's been doing this forever and he's
Right.
very knowledgeable. He goes, I've been doing this since the 1960s. He goes, I've never seen one like this before. He goes, I would check this out. Like, you have
Yeah.
to,
Double check
figure
it.
out like why this cast iron thing's on it. So, anyways, sure, uncle.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe in a day they were worth some money. Kerosene lanterns aren't worth too much right now. That's
Right.
my thought, right? But
Oh yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what I do, I set it on the floor, the only part of the floor that's bare. It's a little walkway, but I set it to the side in the garage, and it sat there for probably couple before Christmas, so a couple months for sure, like maybe 2.5 months. And then we had some nice weather, so I'm out there and I kind of cleaning up, and I'm like, I gotta get this stuff out of the walkway. Steph's getting a little bit annoyed. So there it is on the floor, set to the side. So I pick it up, I start looking at it, and all of a sudden it says embossed fire department.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like, because it was all dirty, right? It was dusty.
Right.
So I'm just kind of wiping it down. And I'm like, fire department? Cha-ching.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So anyways, I look it up and they go for, they're kind of all over, but with the hook, I'm thinking $350 to $450.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Right? So I show my buddy Ben, sent him, I said, like, this is crazy. Like, you find something and you don't know what you really have. And he sent me, because he subscribes to WorthPoint, so he sent me some things back. And if it said queen, which mine says king, but if it said queen, they're like $1,200-$1,300.
Oh my God.
They look pretty much the same,
Yeah.
but
So
I had
rare.
holy shit, I hope it says queen, but no, it said king,
Yeah.
right? So, and I can't even find a queen on eBay. Like, he gave me about 7 or 8 comps.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, you just never know, dude. You know
No,
what I mean?
no.
Like, how many of these have I passed up before? Because I'm just like, I don't need another kerosene lantern.
I know.
I
Like
don't know.
I saw someone walking out with a whole box of them about a month or two ago, and I went and I knew who has a lot, Bob. So I went to talk to Bob, and he says, "Oh, I was just glad to get rid of them because they've been sitting there forever."
Like, if you
But
get
they
the
were
little,
normal ones, right? They were nothing special. They're just like brass based glass top, right? Literally
yeah,
a dime a dozen.
well, the ones,
he had,
yeah. I don't know if they're brass, they might be a little different.
or metal, or whatever. I don't know what. Right?
Yeah,
I'm just saying, on normal ones, even I see all the time, right? Like,
yeah. Like the bigger ones, the older ones, if they're in good condition, if I sell them online, they got to turn, they got to work. There's all sorts of,
yeah,
you have to take them apart to describe all that. But you can still, like, I think I've sold for $200 or $300 the smaller ones, and then you got this skating lanterns, which are a different looking one, but you can get $100, $150 for some of those.
yeah,
But just the regular barn ones, like
yeah.
$30, $40 out of the booth. If they're the older ones, if they're more modern ones from like Yugoslavia or I don't know, some European countries, like some of those ones are $15 and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I'll grab them if they're in really good shape or decent, like pretty good shape, and I'm gonna put them in a pile. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I did with this one. I just kind of
Yeah.
threw it in the pile.
It's like, just for death pile, this stuff is the stuff that gets put there for me.
Yeah,
It's something special, can't find it. I'm not willing to just give up on it, but I've given up looking to figure out what it is.
yeah, dude. Mine was sitting in the garage for 2.5 months, not knowing
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it was just sitting there. If I had 4 or 5 in the booth, I probably wouldn't even have grabbed it. You know what I mean? But it has this protective cage around. So, anyways, what it would have probably done is probably been hooked to a wagon or the back of some fire truck or something.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't have had, I'm assuming, they wouldn't have had flashlights back then, right? Like, so this would have just been mounted there, had a bit of an extra protective cage around it to prevent the glass from being bumped. And fire department. It's embossed. It's not like
Yeah.
scratched in or anything. Like it's fully embossed in the metal. Fire department. So anyway, you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's crazy, eh? That's the fun stuff though.
yeah,
Especially when
and
your
I got
uncle says, I have never seen one of these. I was like, oh, that's weird.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, and he's seen everything. Like he's dude, it's crazy, right? So um, anyway, so but yeah, so I sold a pair of did I tell you about the train headlights
Yeah.
I bought?
Well, you haven't talked about it on the show. You sent me a text on it, but
Yeah. So when I was at the pick, I mean these things just kind of got bundled in everything, right? So there's these train lights. The one I picked up one out of the garage and it doesn't have a bulb or didn't have it it didn't have the cover on the
yeah.
top. There was a cover to the side. I don't know if they went to the same one, but the glass was cracked. So I almost passed that up, but I got it. Not that that part matters, but anyways, I got the headlight, and there was a letter, like a piece of paper that had marker written on it, but it was stuffed in behind it, and kind of there was just parts of it, and it was kind of stuffed in the back of the metal. Um, but when you read the letter, it said from train running from London to St. To Port Stanley.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, well, I'm out in that area. Maybe I'll throw it on Facebook Marketplace and somebody will want it. So as I'm about to leave, I kind of do a walk through the house again, and I see another one, and I'm like, well, I already got one. And then I'm like, well, how much do you want for this?
Yeah.
And he goes, well, I don't know what they're worth. And I'm like, well, dude, I don't know either, right? So he actually Google Lensed it, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's like, and the prices came from $300 to $2,500 or $3,000. And I'm like, oh, geez. I said, well, I don't think that. I think if it was complete and working or so, or maybe $3,000 then. But I'm like, well, what do you want there? He goes, oh, I don't know. I said, I'll tell you what, because I just paid him like $1,000 for a whole bunch, like a truckload of stuff. I said,
Yeah.
I got $20 left. How about $20? He goes, sure.
Yeah.
And he goes. I said, in the condition it's and everything. I said, I'm hoping for $100. And he goes, yeah, you'd probably be lucky to get 50. That's what he said to me, right?
Right. Yeah.
So,
But you don't
so
know, right?
you don't know, right?
Because you
But
could be home and go, oh crap, this is not what I thought it was, and it's worth nothing, right? Like that happens too. We just
well,
don't talk.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking it's gotta. I'm honestly thinking $100 because
Right.
it's got a mirror. It's got a really neat look, and honestly, you could probably adapt one of these things and put a bulb in it, and it would be a nice little light in your house. Like I wouldn't put a big bulb in it. You'd have to, modify it, but it would be like a train collector would really like
Yeah.
something like that
Yeah.
as an actual functioning light. Is my thoughts. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
totally what I'm thinking
Yeah.
because the metal casing's in great shape. It was pretty solid shape. So anyway, um, so we get home a couple days later. We throw it on Facebook Marketplace. I put them both in one listing, and I put $450 a piece. And a museum called me or messaged me, sorry, asking if I'd take $300 each and if they bought both, and that it's for a museum and they got to kind of watch their pennies. And I'm like, okay, I'm either being played or this is the truth, but I'm going to take $300 a piece, no questions, right?
Right.
No
Yeah.
matter who it was. But anyways, um, so anyways, he actually, after the agreement, he sent me photos of the train. They bought a train and brought it from Montreal, and they're like making it
Restoring it.
restoring it. Yes. Um, and they needed the headlights, so he's picking them up Thursday. He said his wife has family, like in St. Thomas, so they're going to visit and pick them up at the same time. So
Oh, nice. Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome though. If it is going to a museum, sure, and
yeah,
that's fun too,
yeah,
right? Like,
yeah. So I'm like, it's
And if
crazy,
it's a trick, it's a pretty good trick.
dude. If it's a trick, it's the best trick. I hope I get tricked like this every day.
Yeah.
$20 into 300 times two. Yeah, trick me, boys, trick me away. But um, yeah. So I'm like, you know, no, no commissions, no rent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just straight up cash. Um, so I got some other really neat things that I didn't tell him about, but I'll show them when he gets here, and if they're interested, they can have it, including the glass that is cracked, but even the frame of that attaches to those lights. It's a little rough. But I think you can clean it up pretty good if you needed to. And they go for about 150 without the glass.
Yeah.
Even though it's cracked, technically it still has the glass. Because I don't know, you'd have to get one specialty made. I don't know if you just get them anymore for that age. But anyway, doesn't matter. I'm kind of rambling on. Basically, maybe if he took it for $100, I'd let it go probably for 80 even. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I got some other neat things that he might be interested in for the museum wise. So. But I still need to, I still got to make a buck off it, right?
Yeah.
Not just
Hey,
give it
that's
away.
what you're in for, man.
That's what I'm here for. So that, I mean, a little bit of a winded kind of couple of picks, but they were all fun and it's just interesting, right? Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
got so
great.
much stuff out of that pick. I got probably 10 key fobs, and they're all train related,
Oh
and
wow.
they value from like $25 to like $60, $70, and most of them are like 40 to $50, right?
Yeah.
Um, and those are the things that don't even get seen because you just kind of put them in a box, put the box in the pile. It's got other stuff in the box.
Well, like you paid $1,000, right? You said so. It's
Yeah,
not like you didn't pay anything. It's not like you went out it. So
no,
you
for
paid
sure.
good money. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, well, it depends, dude. It
Well, you
depends.
know what I mean. You know
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say is you didn't pay.
They felt like
You didn't overpay. Is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's not like you paid him pennies on the dollar here, right? Like,
no. I think I paid them what I felt was fair at the time, but there
yeah,
was some really really cool surprises in there.
yeah.
Like, and some of it wasn't surprise. Like, dude, I got two bayonets from World War I. It's German, and World War II Japanese. One's worth like 250, 300. One's worth like 350, 450. Like,
Wow.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that bad? Should I cut that part out?
Why? Well, no, no, no. I don't think so.
No, but I'm just saying, like those two pieces alone pretty much pay for the whole full truck.
Yeah. It's
Like, I filled up the back seat, the front seat, and the back with the
yeah,
tunnel covered down, but it was all full.
yeah,
You know, I sold. That's where I got the. I went back and paid another $60 plus if I bought more stuff on top of that. I haven't even got to yet, like slot cars and all sorts of things. But I'm just talking about the initial pick. But that's where I got that sign, the post
yeah,
office.
yeah.
You know, so.
That's great. That's really
But
good.
dude, they threw so much stuff out. They probably threw more stuff out that was worth more money than what they had left.
Yeah,
Like, this is what I'm talking about. They were so desperate to get stuff out of there to sell the house. They're just trying to get it up. They didn't care. For me, if I would have said $500, they probably would have said yes,
yeah.
right?
They just want it
Because
gone.
because they said that they were so. I think I said this in a previous one, but the guy was so proud that he had been able to clear the garage that you can actually start walking through it. And they talked about 4 dumpsters before they even got to this point had been here and gone. And I'm like, oh
Yeah,
my God, what did they throw away? You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it's not like, I don't know. Those are the picks I'm happy with because that's where we're both happy. They're happy because they got rid of the shit. They actually made a few bucks instead of, spending money.
paying.
I'm sure those dumpsters aren't cheap,
No, no.
right? They're probably $500,
At least, yeah,
right? to have it dropped off, fill it up, and then take it. And you did it 4 times.
Yeah.
But that's the stuff I probably would have wanted.
Well, you
Anyway,
never know.
we're all there. Like I'm saying stuff that everybody here has said themselves.
Yeah. And I talk to those guys who have those houses full of stuff all the time. And they usually say the same stuff. It's like, oh, I'm gonna sell on eBay one day, but they probably won't because they just won't. Or they're gonna like, oh, I'm gonna have, I'm gonna set up a booth, but they probably won't, And then they pass away and someone else has to deal with it. But there's no convincing a lot of those guys and gals too. But let's be honest, there's a lot of guys in this with things full. So, but hey, it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I had a couple of private picks, like potential, but I never followed up because it's like, I have enough stuff. If they really want to sell, like I contacted them back. I said, oh yeah, I'm interested, and then left it as that. So we'll see. But that stupid sign of the booth does work.
Yeah.
Someone sold me some records, like good ones, well, okay ones, right? They just want $5 a piece, and they were actually rock and roll. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll buy it. There were 4, so there's $20, and they're worth like $15 to $20 each. And I'll put them in the sleeve and put them in, and no work, right? So I don't mind paying up.
Yeah.
For that. But what else did I buy? There's something else I can't even remember now. So there, I do enjoy that. But I'm not going to go out there and look for inventory too badly because it's like as I repeat every week, I'm surrounded by boxes.
Yeah, so. I'm actually getting through mine at the same time. Even though I'm bringing more stuff in,
yeah,
I am actually getting through it. So it feels like it doesn't feel like in the summertime. I know it's going to feel like it just gets so full. I just have to be a little bit more pickier until things are under control. I did get another booth where Jamie is in Tillsonburg, so that's I haven't got it yet, but I put my name on there. So as soon as
wait, hold on, hit the brakes. I haven't heard this shit. So right. Just be clear here, everyone. Scott's been telling me, oh, I've been thinking about doing things with my booths, and maybe I'm gonna be so busy, blah blah blah. The last thing I thought you were gonna do is get another booth.
Well, let me backtrack a little bit here, right. And then I'll come back.
Sneaks that little bit of information in, just like, okay.
So I put those exit shades, those ones on Instagram. So I got a message from Nuno, one of our listeners.
Yeah,
I think was he our top listener, or was that
that was me?
yeah, or was that Tina?
Tina, it says it to everyone. I think it's just like,
well, he was definitely one of the top,
right,
listeners.
Right.
So he's like, those are my favorite. I can't. So hang on. So he put very cool to those things, and I'm like, thanks, buddy. It was a great estate to pick. I went back 3 times to this place, and he goes, those are my favorite. I can't even sleep proper just thinking of shit I'm gonna find.
Yeah.
So that's where I am. Like I agree. I know. That's what I say. Other people, listeners, they know what we're saying because they get just as excited as we do about it, right? Like,
oh yeah,
those things are so much fun when you hit one of those estates that the price is amazing, the product is amazing, and it's just like unlimited. You know what I mean?
What you're walking into, right? Like,
it's just so much fun.
Like my buddy at the market, Pete, he went to a private pick on Sunday, and he came back and he didn't really find too much. That's going to happen too, right? I think he picked up a jacket. Might be a NASCAR jacket, but
I got like 4 of these, Carl. They're this one says Porter.
That goes on. It's a cap badge, I think. Yeah. So
can you see the CNR?
Yeah, CNR Porter cap badge. Yeah.
And then that's got the lugs on it too.
Yeah.
Which is important to have the lugs. It gives a little bit more value. It's probably $100 to $150. It's probably closer to 150 than it is to 100. It's probably closer to 150. But I got a train, like the master station master cap.
Yeah.
With the logo, and then I got like 5, maybe 6 of these badges, but they say different things. Like, but they're CNR cap badges. It's like those little small things you put in a box. They don't even see it when they're where we're trying to negotiate. You know what I mean? And sometimes those things have so much value. It's
I, I
craziness, man.
love smalls.
It just I don't know. Anyway,
It gives you enthusiasm, right? It gives you
it
energy back.
it does, especially when you see it. You're like, well, this is interesting. This has to be something.
Yeah.
And then you get home and it's like really something. You know what I mean? Like not just a $10 booth item. It's actually
Yeah.
like really good shape
Yeah.
eBay item. But anyway, so yes, with the booth.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm all
Tilsonburg
ears.
is closer to where we are.
Yes.
I wouldn't have got a third one at Waterford. Technically, do have 3
I was
because the
gonna say,
one I took the wall out,
yeah, like you
made it into one
combined
big
one.
one.
I don't know like if that counts, but sure.
But it's a larger booth, and then with the one downstairs. But we have so much stuff here, and this is something that Steph can kind of help out with too, because it's, you know, like to say door to door, it's half an hour, it's 30 minutes, but
Right.
it's not. It doesn't even feel like that, especially when you're driving to Waterford. Half an hour feels a lot closer. Like when you do
Well,
an
it's like,
hour
yeah,
there and an hour back,
it's the hour there and back. That's the problem, right? Like you can do an hour. It's just,
you got to come back home,
yeah, and you're
which
like,
is
oh
another hour.
god,
But which is fine because I mean, all my family and friends and everything is in that area. I
yeah.
do all my like a lot of my picking in that area. But yeah, so this one's closer, and eh, so we're on the list. I mean, it's not like I have a booth yet, but so Jamie put in a good word for me, and I showed the guy video of my booth and stuff like that. So we went by, and he says, "Well, what size you looking for?" And I'm like, honestly, the bigger the booth, the better. Because that's the way I've always felt that way. I've mentioned it many times. I think it's harder to do well on a small booth. It's easier when you got a bigger booth because you just fill it up more, and it's less it it's less, you're paying less per square foot than you are if you get a small booth. Anywho, so yeah, so that's where we ended it, and that was last week. So it wasn't even a week ago. I think it was Friday.
Yeah,
So
because I haven't heard of this. So,
yeah, yeah. So um,
but you're on the list, so it's not like you have to fill this thing up right away. You got some time.
well, it depends how big it is. I'm not filling it up right now, but I don't really have time. Like everything right now, I'm putting in boxes with price tags and stuff like that, so I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm filling up the booth. Like there's just so much. Um, and we had a huge weekend. It was Valentine's on Saturday and a holiday Monday, and the numbers were really good.
Okay.
Um, I'm almost thinking the store did better. Like I did good for what it was, but the store did so good.
Nice.
Like it's probably going to be one of the top 5. The Saturday might be the top 5 days at the end of the year. When we look back, it might be in the top 5 of days, um, which would have been the Saturday. So anyway, but Sunday and Monday were good too, and we're usually not open Monday, so that give us another day. So
Nice.
yeah, so that sure it's nice, but that what you know what that means? I got to go take a lot of more shit in there to,
Right.
to fill that back up.
At least you have someone there on a regular basis who can at least take pictures and or at least let you know if it looks empty. But that helps a lot.
Well,
Not
Steph,
that you go every week, anyways. I guess so.
um,
Pretty well.
that's what my goal is. I think in the last, I mean, honestly, dude, this year's flying by so fast. So we're already almost near the end of January, or February. So let's just say I haven't been going once a week. Maybe maybe 4 weeks in January. I don't know. January is a little tougher. Maybe I did go, but I don't know. In the last 4 weeks, I might have went 3 times. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
don't think I went fully once a week. Um, Everything's kind of a blur right now, but I'm pretty sure even them people at the store were asking Steph, like, "Where's Scott? We haven't seen him." You know what I mean?
Mm.
So, but what I've been doing is tagging it, boxing it, and then Steph will take it in and put it in the booth because she works there twice a week. So that kind of that's the way it's going to have to roll for a while.
Yeah.
I will be going next Monday because it is a vendor day, so we're closed to the public, but all the vendors are allowed to go in. We do that once a month, so those are the days I want to hit, right? So, um, and it's not like I wasn't in Simcoe, like I was down there 3 times, but it was all for that picking, right? So,
Right.
so you can't. It's hard to do both. Um. So, anyways, so we'll give it a shot. Let's see what happens, right?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see how long it takes. It can take a while to get a spot too, right? It could be 6 months or a year.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll see. Yeah. I don't think it'll take that long. I think within the next month or two. I don't know. What are we in February? I think something will come up pretty quick.
Oh, okay.
That's just my gut on this one.
You never know. Like I know even at my flea market there's waiting lists. But then like they're saying there's gonna be a vacancy across from me, so I don't even know why. So
Yeah.
we'll see. They're moving people in and out. I'm missing my friend Ashley's moving to another part of the mall. So I've known Ashley now since I've been there. So she won't be gone, but she kind of helps with their social media and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they want to move her. She's actually moving to the basement, which isn't great for sales, but better for what she needs to do. So she'll be gone and we'll get someone else there and we'll see how it goes. My weekend was okay. A lot of sales, but they're all small ones, right? And of course, the second thing about taking stuff out of the booth, then that stuff sells. So I pretty well gave away some stuff because it's like, yeah, I'm going to bring this home. This is going to get donated. So if you're going to give me $5, that's fine, right? Like it can go. So, but brought home all my tarot cards because they just weren't going. And I looked them up and it's like, yeah, these will sell for like $15-20 online, even more. So it's like, it's one of those things you try, right? And it's like, okay,
Yeah.
for whatever reason, it's not selling in the booth. I'm going to clear this out. So I've been pretty happy with that. I'm trying to get the average price for my stuff up a little bit and just get rid of the really cheap stuff. And I think that's actually working. I think it's working. So we'll continue with that.
Yeah. Tarot cards do well at the booth, where we are. The it I dude, I know you've said it before. We both talked about it before, but the more rare, the higher the price. But those ones seem to sell very quickly compared to the lower end.
Yeah, this is
More,
all lower end stuff.
yeah. But
Uh,
even for 10, 12.95, $15, I mean, they still do sell out of the booth. It just might take a little longer, but
yeah, these have been here for a year, so
yeah,
they're done. And like, not like they never sell because, like I said, ironically, I always sell things when I'm getting rid of them. But I rather have that space empty and I'll put something else there. I find that works for me. Is that if there's something there, even if it's not good, I am less likely to deal with that issue. But if it's blanked out, if there's nothing there, then at least things will get moved to a better spot or and I made quite a few donation bags too, saying okay, all this stuff needs to go. It's funny because some of the stuff I bought at auction and it was stuff that my friend John had at auction and he bought from Value Village, so he probably went Value Village. John couldn't sell it from John, went to auction, they sold it to me, and now it went back to Value Village.
jeez.
So the cycle is complete. Someone else can deal with this stuff. There seems to
Um,
be
well, how about like lower end tarot cards, but they're bundled? Like if they're different types, does that make a difference on eBay?
on eBay, the ones that are really cheap, like the ones that sell for like $10 or under
Yeah,
Canadian, I just donate.
Okay.
because I do not want to do when it comes to shipping, because you pay the fees on the shipping and the price. It's like I'm going to make like $2 or $3
Yeah.
if I'm lucky, right? Especially after dealing with everything. So it's like I'd rather just get rid of them. If it's $15, and they're all counted already too, which helps. So I know they're all complete. Those $15 is probably my minimum, because tarot cards can be heavy too, eh? They're not
Yeah.
going to go with that 250-gram eBay Lite thing. So, oh, as an aside, for anyone bitches about our shipping costs, screw them, because like I've been looking to get some Roman coins,
Yeah.
and a lot of the auctions are in Europe. You know how much they charge for shipping for a coin? 60, 70, $80 American for a coin.
Well, they don't need to.
They do though. That's how they're gouging you a little bit. So you have to be
Yeah.
really careful.
Yeah.
But screw those guys.
I see that though on. I see that on eBay too, though.
Yeah, well, screw those guys too.
Yeah. You
Like,
got to
come
really
on.
watch that shipping.
Like,
But
really, can you imagine that? 60, $80 American to ship one coin?
yeah.
Like, you pay $50 for the coin, you pay $150 in buyer's premium. Then you have the shipping. Then you have if it's FedEx, then they charge you a screw you charge. Then you have the duties and everything on top of that. Like, it's like you have to be really. It's here, like when I buy something at auction, I assume like another third is going to be all the expenses on top of that, right?
Yeah.
But there, it's like no, 100%. So it's so funny, but
Huh.
yeah,
Because it doesn't cost that to ship a coin.
no way. They just do it because they can,
Yeah.
right? And you have to search in all their terms in the European ones for that. And it really matters who they use too, which is kind of like EIS. Like, whoever, well, no, not like EIS, but like if you buy something for the United States, if they use UPS, you're going to get screwed. If they use USPS, you might not get screwed. So so I have to do the same thing for these European auction companies, especially FedEx. FedEx is nasty. So I won't even buy from that auction unless I, get it really cheap, I guess.
Well, I made a mistake talking about shipping.
Right.
I sold a book. It was a program. It was a Johnny Cash 1974 program. So you went to one of his concerts or something. They would have handed these out, and it's a magazine size, but it's stiff board paper. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so you can't bend it or anything. But anyway, so it sold, and it wasn't global shipping, but it's going to like Missouri, I think. And I'm like, what the heck is going? Like, how come it's not global? And I'm like, did they kick me off global shipping? Like, I'm like international shipping, so I'm going. Everything seems fine. And I'm like, okay, did I screw this up? So I went into the listing, and I had offered shipping to the U.S. I must not have taken it off this book. So I had $10. I think I had $10 shipping.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do I do? So it's a $30 book. So I called Jamie because I know he did some international stuff outside of eBay labels. So basically, in order to get a label from eBay, I went UPS because they don't offer Canada Post. So it was two choices, FedEx or UPS. Well, I went UPS, and I just found a HS code, printed a label, and then we'll see what happens with it. But either because it's a book, maybe they won't charge.
There should be no tariffs.
They're hopefully not.
But UPS, I hope it works okay. Yeah, I just
The problem, I didn't want to go through Zonos, create an account, and do all this other crap.
Right.
right? So, um, I just didn't want to go that route. I just thought for $30, it's a one off thing.
So why
Everything
didn't you use Canada Post? Oh, because you didn't want Zonos. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
else. So, and I wanted to be covered through eBay with one of their labels, right? So they can follow the tracking and everything there, and they create the label and everything for me, and that's
True.
the way I've always done things. I'm not saying you
Right.
can't do it another way, but that
Yeah.
was
Because you
yeah.
can. Just to be clear.
Well, but you still have to go create an account with Zonos and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
right?
I
And I
did
didn't
that.
want to.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that.
No.
Um. So, and I just didn't want to ship it any like this is the best way that I felt for me to handle it based on a one-off event
Right.
that was just a glitch
Right.
in the Scott maintenance or matrix. So it was just a glitch in my matrix. I just didn't.
I get it.
I
You're
didn't
good.
care.
It's a one-off. You're just going to do it, right?
So I'm just gonna do it.
Roll the
And I
dice. Roll the
what's that?
dice.
Say again.
You're going to roll the dice,
I'm gonna roll the dice.
and you'll have a
So
story for the show.
yeah. So what's the worst case scenario gonna happen? Like Jamie said, he sent a number of them and only one came back. So what's the worst case scenario? It comes back and I'm just gonna put in like problem with the shipping and it was returned to me. You know, any problem with the address. But that way I don't get dinged. I've kind of been covered. They can follow the tracking, they can see where it's been sent back and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just gonna be done with it. You know what I mean? So you look quiet, Carl. Did
Well,
you freeze?
you said like problem with the address, and that's usually how I cancel an order. That's why I was looking a little confused.
Well, if it comes back to me and they can't get it, then I'm just going to say there's a problem with the address. It's been returned.
Oh yeah, I think you're actually covered.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be. It's just dealing with the BS. That's
Yeah.
what I don't enjoy.
Well,
Right?
this is like quick fix BS
Yeah, it's
rather
a
than
one-off.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
because to be clear, like for me, the magazines, I do the other route, and it's not that hard. It's a bigger pain in the butt than just buying a label off eBay, but it's not unsurmountable, right?
yeah.
The problem too with EIS, and I've seen a lot of people say this on Facebook, and it's true, is that when you do EIS, the shipping times are much longer for obvious reasons,
Yeah. So
right? So, well, people are saying the customers aren't always happy with that. I haven't had that problem. I haven't had any customer complain about time, but
I've not had a problem with that.
no, but so others'
But
experiences are fine. But
yeah.
because like I bought another coin off United States, and it's through their EIS, and it's taking a month to get here. It should take a week, really. So, but that's fine because I knew about that before I bought the coin. That's fine. But
Yeah, and I don't know. As long as I do my part, that's all I can do.
yeah.
So that's it. I don't know. That's where I'm at. I did sell a lot of DVDs, horror movies this week. It's crazy.
Oh, good.
You know, that I don't know. I mean, just on the one day, on just on Monday, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, sold 8 just on Monday. Just looking at but
The sheet
$4, $4 a piece. Throw them in a bin, set them, and forget them.
Yep. Way to go.
So
I did get some news from I saw on Ottawa Reddit that the Nostalgia Warehouse where I used to have my booth there.
Okay.
I had not a booth, but I had just like a glass cabinet downtown Ottawa.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're redeveloping that block to no one's surprise. It was just like had big target on it because it's like you have this kind of aged out housing there, right?
Mm-hmm.
The famous pub, the Carlton Pub, which is kind of, I don't know if you call it a dive pub, but kind of a cheaper place anyways. So they're going to redevelop it. Who knows how long that will take, but unfortunately where what Nostalgia Warehouse is will be a big hole at some point. And
so
that's
they're going to take that down.
Yeah, the whole block probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So, and you can't get another store like that anywhere in downtown. Like
Yeah.
it was it's because it's a weird kind of cement block at the back of a property kind of
Yep.
shop, and there's not too many of those around with reasonable rent. So, but I asked him what he's going to do, and he says, "Oh, I'll just start soliciting outside the in the square at the front." So I think Christian will be okay. He doesn't seem too concerned, but it's
Yeah.
just it's sad when because that happens. Places get
Yeah.
redeveloped, and then
Yep.
something's gone, and it's not like they can just move somewhere else. That area is and not compatible with the margins or the rents that we need for this kind of market. But c'est la vie.
Yep. It happens for sure. I know the one place when I started, it was part of the same building that I'm at now, but it was like one half, like it's a huge warehouse. One half was owned by people where I am now, and the other half was someone else. But that half, they basically kicked us out because it was bought by realtors, and they made it into upstairs into apartments, and the
Yep.
downstairs had to stay was zone commercial. So it happened. We got kicked out of there, and then I know we went and picked up a bunch of display cases for the owner of one store once, and it was about an hour away. But that location, the reason there was display cases available and at such a good price is because that area was bought up by developers.
Yep.
So they were tearing down the building. So anyway,
We'll see.
so it happened, right?
Yeah, it happens. We'll see how long it takes. That sort of stuff can take years, so it's not going to be
Yeah,
anytime soon. But
but
I don't. That's going to be hard to get all the stuff out of that location too. I should go. Like, should I be mean and say, "Hey, I hear you're going to get kicked out. Maybe I can buy this stuff cheap."
yeah, let me
To
know.
my friend. To
Let
my
me know.
friend.
But it's funny. It's funny because I know, like, I had just started, right? So
Yeah.
I was only in there from June, and by October we had to be out the end of October. And it was funny because I saw the writing on the wall. Like nobody was moving stuff out, and I had like basically a 10 by 10 booth. It was my first one. It was smaller, and I just knew like this is going to be trouble. There was so much stuff in there, and I had my stuff cleared out a week ahead of time, and I was slowly taking stuff out, and I just like, you guys are not going to get this out of here. And it was pretty much all saved within the last couple of days.
Oh,
And it was a mad rush.
everyone's trying to get in at the same time. People are trying to get out, and
Yeah. Like I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine it. But yeah, but I got out of there. I was out of there. I had another place to go, and I was just taking my stuff there, which is just down the street. And then from that one, I moved all the way back down to this way into the other side of the building. So a couple of my moves were just down the street.
Yeah.
And then I had another one a little bit after, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I understand the move and to get out of there. Just it's there's a lot of stuff, so it's not going to be done in one day. Like
It's like days. Like they used to call it the fire sales, I think, because the building was literally on fire in New York or something, and you take the stuff out of the building onto the street and sell it right then and there. Like a literal fire sale.
Yeah.
Right before it all burnt up. That's what I heard, anyways. Someone should fact check me on that, but. Yeah. So, any plans for the rest of the week then? Like, is there anything else you wanted to talk about, or?
No, we got a pick coming up. I don't even know if I'm going to get anything, dude. Honestly, like I say that every time, but
you say that every time, yeah.
It's just, it's really just nice to kind of see progression on emptying some shelves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's kind of where my mindset is right now. But when I get in there, if I see some good stuff, and then it's so dumb. Like I hope everybody else is like this. It's not me, but I'm just gonna pick really good stuff. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna pick the cream of the crop, and I'm gonna go
Right.
through here lightly. 10 items, something like that,
But
right?
dude, it's so cheap for the other stuff. Just take it, dude.
It's just
Just take it.
ding, 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 ding,
You'll
ding,
find
ding,
it. There's
and
room in the garage.
and then I got the truck filled up, right?
Is the
Like,
side of the house? Does it have stuff on it yet? No, it doesn't.
don't
There's room
even
there.
start, Carl, because there is some stuff in the side of the house.
Oh no, no.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of it and show you. But most of it is just junk stuff. It's just stuff that has to go to the dump in the spring.
Oh, okay, that's a little different.
Most of it is. Nothing gets piled in front anymore. Like that, she nips that in the butt real quickly.
That's the
Like,
line.
yeah,
Front of the house.
yeah. It was a line at the other place, but here with new neighbors and everything, I just don't think she's going to allow that to happen. Like,
No,
can you blame her? I don't know.
no, not really. Like at some point, it's like, okay, this is a problem. I have some stuff in the garage that's been sitting there for too long too, but just a few things. I bought some mistakes and I just dumped them in there and just pretend they didn't happen.
Yeah, we can't hardly walk through the garage. Like there is an aisleway through the garage right now.
Yeah.
And dude, we had two or three yard sales. Like weekends of what yard sales. I think it was 3. But I don't know. My cousin passed away at that time, so I think I did 3. But definitely 2 weekends of yard sales. But I think we ended up doing 3.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not throwing stones because I would
3
hit all
yard
my
sales.
inventory if I did.
3 yard sales, which I felt we did pretty good with them. Maybe it was just 2 weeks, 2 Saturdays. Yeah, so 2 yard sales, the booths, eBay to the extent of what I've been listing, some Facebook Marketplace stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and the garage is still full, and so is the back room, so is the basement, so is the shed.
Yeah.
So anyway, and I have 2 full booths full of stuff. So,
My God.
like, if I had to bring that home, oh my God, like stuff would kill me.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
How do you think Playboy magazines sell?
Okay, so here's my scenario on Playboy magazines. If it's from the 50s and somewhat 60s, let's just say this: if you get it from the 50s, because they started in the 50s, if you get some in the 50s, those are really good. 60s and 70s are okay. Like you're still gonna get some. You might get $20 for. For the most part, you're looking around $10. Anything newer than that are really tough.
Yeah.
In my experiences, I'm not saying I'm wrong. I think you can go online. You can probably see lots of them selling for this and that and different things, but it's like stamps. You got to go through so many to find those one-offs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for the most part, realistically, maybe if you have specialty ones, like say you had all Pamela Anderson, you could put, I don't know, 10, she was in 10 issues. You could put those together in a lot. You might get something. If you can find some one-offs, I think, what was that wrestler, China? I think you get $20 for her,
Yeah.
But if you can find things like that.
Online, you're talking about like $20 online or in the booth?
In the booth, you might get 10, 15.
Yeah.
Online, I think they're $20.
I'm not sure what the rules are anymore on eBay on that stuff. Like they cut back on it once, but there's lots of stuff out there. So I don't know if it's just,
Yeah, I think
haven't really had to look into it. So
I think you have to just disclose it. Like I think you can have that stuff, but you have
no
to.
boobies.
There are stuff that you can't have. That's for
Yeah.
sure. Like I don't know if you can sell Hustler on there. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I never had to worry about it.
Yeah.
It's just because I was offered some, and it's like, but they're from the 80s and 90s. So
were you offered for free? Or
No.
Were you,
no,
so what are they asking?
they didn't ask a price, but they're saying, "Are you interested in buying these Playboys 80s and 90s?"
So what I've done in the past, I've bought entire collections, like because a lot of times people will have like a, I mean, they don't even look through half the time, but um, they'll have like a subscription, and they just keep getting them.
Yeah.
So you'll have an entire collection, and I've bought that before. Um, and those that's hard to sell that collection. Like even if you put them in a full year or whatever, like they sit for a long time. Um,
If I'm going to sell them, it'd probably be at the booth.
but if you got like a box, maybe they've got like 20.
Yeah.
I would say $20.
Yeah. I was thinking a bucket magazine. That's
Yeah.
what
So
I
if
was
you bought
thinking.
them for 20, even $25, like well, like I wouldn't sit there and say a hat. If the guy says, "Well, I kind of wanted 50," you know, you know, the most I'll do is 20. I'll bump it up another $5. Well, I can't do more than 25 because they're going to sit for a long time. That's my experience now. There was one time I had one where when I first started, where the guy, um, they were older too, but the guy wanted me to come. Like he goes, "I got some Playboys in the truck. Are you interested?" Blah blah blah. So, anyways, he wanted a certain price. I got them down to $30. I put them on the floor. They were in those little milk crates. I think I had 2 milk crates full. Um, so I paid $30, and then another vendor came by and asked me how much, and I'm like 200. I'm not going to go lower than that, right? I think there was one with Donald Trump on it. I think that one goes for $30 or $50 or something.
Right.
So I'm like, um, so I didn't even take him out of the crate, and I got 200 for him, right? So, so I remember that time. So, um, but then he had probably half of them, like 10 years, like I don't know how many years later. I would go back and visit him now and then, and he still had a bunch of them left. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it, right? They're going to sit around for like a long time, and
And some of them just won't sell.
they just
But
won't sell, right?
so it's one of those things where in the right place at the right time, you'll sell them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
but they're
um,
going to, yeah,
they used to come and buy a lot of them for birthdays. From what I understand, women used to buy them for fashion and all this kind of stuff.
right,
Like, I mean, that's what they're claiming. I don't know. I can't.
right,
I don't know. I can't read minds, Carl. I can only go by words. You know,
right,
if they say that's for fashion, okay, it's for fashion. I get them for the articles.
right.
But yeah, that's kind of where I stand with them. Like,
Okay.
I don't get excited. You know, like
No,
like like you did when you're a little
yeah, I was gonna make that joke, but
young boy.
I just let it go.
Wait,
I,
that's not where I was going.
yeah, I
No,
know.
I don't.
I just let it go.
I could take them or leave them,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah, yeah. That's
But
what I felt too. I was like a bucket magazine, like, and I'm not even that interested to be honest.
yeah,
Like, but
like I mean, I had so many because I bought like an entire collection, and this guy had like shelves of these things,
yeah,
and I think I paid $1.35 on average for them.
mm,
But I did sell some out of the booth and stuff. Totally made my money back, but I still had boxes and boxes of these things, and a
yeah,
lot of them were the newer ones. And when I had my yard sale, I was like $50 for like a box. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And I still got boxes, and I'm trying to like, okay, $20 for this box. He goes, dude, I got so many Playboys now from you. Like, I got to sell these ones before I'm interested more. So I'm still trying to unload them. You know,
yeah,
so
yeah. It's not as bad as National Geographic, but
like
I see those all the time.
yeah, but
Okay,
yeah.
that's good.
So it's
Yep.
yeah,
Thanks for answering the question. That's how I felt, but it's always good to get an
yeah.
opinion on it.
That was a short way of answering that question.
Yeah, $1 each. Slow
I
sellers.
could have just said that. I could
Yeah,
have just
$1 each. Slow sellers.
yeah.
Don't be excited. Unless
But
you're
if they're
50s or 60s.
if they were in the 50s, I'd be all over them,
Yeah, yeah. No, these
right?
80s, 90s.
Because the newer ones, like, or sorry, the first edition, like with Marilyn Monroe and all that stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, I think they get really good money.
yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, that's a completely different ball game. Like if
yeah,
it was if they said these were the 60s, 70s, like I would have been, 50s, like I would have been a different thing. I wouldn't even have asked the question.
yeah.
But Like I have lots of magazines around me, and magazines have been selling well for me. It's just that they're slow sell. But the nice thing about magazines too is they can get a lot of inventory in a small spot, and you could put the other issues in another spot, saying there's more over here, so you don't even have to have it. You know, the extras in a prime spot. You can put them in a bad spot and say, okay, you're looking at those. By the way, I have a ton more over here, right? That sort of thing.
And I want to be clear, that's my experience. That doesn't mean that's the norm. Like if
No,
anybody else has different experience, I'd be open to hearing about it because I
yeah,
still have lots left, so maybe I'm outdated on that, but
yeah, and I don't even recall seeing them at the market, but maybe I just wasn't looking
like
that
I
hard.
have Penthouse and I mean like I threw I'm going to say I probably threw 20 in the booth and I probably sold 2. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Hustler the same way. It just doesn't I don't know. It
I
just
have
doesn't
no. Yeah,
especially like when I first started doing the booth, but I don't know.
I don't mind this stuff, but I don't. It doesn't really fit the theme of where I want to go with the booth, anyways. So
Well, if
no,
it's
I don't
fun,
have.
like I think they look cool. Like they for
Yeah,
me they fit my theme of some parts of my booth because it's nostalgic. It's magazines. I sell
I
magazines
love
and
magazines, but if they were 60s, 70s, like I said, I'd be.
yeah.
It's a different story.
Um. Okay, so we get the comments, Carl.
Yep. Yeah. Let's get to comments.
All right, so we'll go to Spotify.
Yep. I can start.
Okay.
MDW070911. eBay started in 1995. Ken said he started in 1990. All our memories. It all slides together. He was
Um.
early. How about that?
I don't even remember what he said, to be honest with you, and I haven't listened to the show yet. I usually listening to the shows when I'm doing my drives, and I just haven't listened to it. So if I'm going out there, what I say next Tuesday, maybe I'll listen to that one then. But yeah, I mean, I get dates wrong all the time.
Yeah, me too. I don't even
Yeah.
remember when I was born. But
Like
thank you for calling.
it still feels like 1990. I
I
don't
know.
know,
That's 10 years ago. What's going on?
dude. You know how long 1990 was?
I have some guesses.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Like 1990, I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
36 years ago. That sounds insane when you say it out loud.
I just don't think about
I'm gonna go cry. Show's over.
it. Well, before you cry, read Tina's.
Okay, all right. I might need a tissue. All right, Tina Mack. Ken was a great guest. Yes, he was. I agree for
Yeah.
sure, Tina. Always interesting to hear about selling in different areas. Putting pics of your booth is a great idea for free advertising. I know I found out about quite a few new places that way. I imagine lots of people have the saved searches on, like I do, and it will come up for a lot of people right away. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't really do it that way. Maybe I should.
So when she's saying putting pics of your booths is a great idea for free advertising,
Like
she must
Facebook.
mean on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like I have a bunch of I have a bunch of Playboy magazines. If
I
you're
just don't go.
interested, come to the market. Blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
blah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I
just
see.
don't. I just don't go on Facebook that often at all.
Do you
So,
even have an account on there?
well, I have. I think I have 3 accounts, and 2 of them. I might have 4 accounts. 2 of them I lost I forgot the password, so I can't even access them.
Right.
Then I have another one that's the password saved on the computer, but I don't go on it because I don't use that computer. And then I have another one that I created an account just to search Facebook Marketplace,
Yeah.
but I don't even go on Facebook Marketplace really anymore because I don't need to. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So, and when we put Facebook Marketplace, we just put it on Steph's account. She looks
Yeah.
after that, like I said
Yeah.
the last time.
You're
So,
yeah.
so I don't even do that. So I don't know. I just don't. I just don't have time. Like In all honesty, like I like Instagram because I can just go through some posts and stuff,
Yeah.
but I don't know if that really does anything.
Yeah. I like I said, I keep forgetting it exists. I go on there once in a while.
Yeah, I sent you a couple things.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look. But
Yeah, I think they're kind of funny.
I don't always watch those, to be honest.
Don't
So
matter. I mean, I get some stuff sent to me,
yeah.
but I don't send you much.
No.
But when I send something,
Yeah.
you better watch it.
Okay.
'Cause
I'll
it's
say I
good.
watched
It's
it.
good
Yeah,
content.
why it was hilarious. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got his pants on the train. No, you don't
Well,
send me that stuff.
if you like those videos, then don't
No.
bother looking at mine because that's not what I sent you.
Other people send me stuff like that. It's like, no, I don't want to see any of this stuff.
All right.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you, Tina. Thank
Thanks,
you.
MBW,
Yep.
and Tina. So
Oh
thank you very
no.
much. And then we'll head over to YouTube.
Yeah.
Got one there on YouTube.
From Randy, Nova Scotia Kelt.
Kelt.
Ken was a great guest, very interesting. But seriously, Scott, Daffy Duck, Daisy Duck was Donald Duck's wife,
Did I say Daffy Duck?
and I think I agreed with you. It sounded right at the time. So
Daisy Duck and Daffy Duck.
Daffy was Bugs Bunny's friend.
Daffy
Sorry.
Duck would have been the black duck with the orange beak.
Yes, I think so. Well, but I'm scared to say anything anymore. So,
No,
I'm
he's
pretty
right.
sure that's right, though.
Daisy Duck.
Yes.
See, people were watching Daisy Duck, and I was watching Daisy Duke.
That's right.
Right?
Unless you got that magazine with like the, anyways.
The Daisy Duke shorts.
Yeah. Yeah. Imagine being famous for that.
Huh.
You mentioned fishing lures. On eBay, I've sold vintage fishing reels for parts or repair and did quite well. I see, like on the baggy wall at the Valley Villages, I'll see reels once in a while, but I never even looked them up.
Um,
And I'm not saying they're vintage. I just like I don't even know the brands. It's like I remember doing it a couple times and they were nothing, and I don't see them enough to learn them.
yeah. So the fishing lures, it's something that I'm just kind of dabbling in, and I had a bunch of them. So we'll see how they sell. Like, I mean, we're about another month away, and then
Yeah.
people will start buying for the fishing season. But that's interesting about the fishing reels. So I really don't know about here. I'm sure it's pretty close to the same. I'm only an hour difference, but I know in the other area there's a lot of fishing. So that's something to maybe look out for a little bit more. Definitely, if these fishing lures, again, it was just stuff that I was able to put on the pile, so that's why I kind of dealt with them. But fishing reels, interesting. I know some of them can get very, very expensive. I can't even imagine what they are now because I knew they were expensive when I was into fishing. So,
Yeah, I know some people around me have done well, but they know them, right? Like they know the wood ones or even the metal ones, the original ones, and they have their own collections. But
I know one of the fishing things I got. I can't even remember the name of it now, but it is a collapsible one, and I think I don't know. I paid $5, but I'm pretty sure I sold them for $125 online. They come in a black case. I don't know if it was Shimano or something like that, but I can't even remember the brand to be honest with you. But those are good. They come in a black case and they're collapsible, right? Like they slide into each other and condense into this, foot and a half long pole and reel, and they all fit into this plastic case. And I bought it for $5 at a yard sale because it was $5. If they asked 10, I might not have bought it. You know what I mean? It was one of those deals.
Yeah.
And then you get home, look it up, and it's like, oh wow. And it was in great shape. But yeah, maybe that's something. I mean, I need another item to sell. Like I need another hole in my head. But hey, if there's money, there's money. So you know, and money is honey, and honey is good. I don't know. I'm just making that up. I don't
Honey, honey.
know. But anyway. Okay. Well, thanks, Randy. And correction on the Daffy to Daisy.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
Daffy could identify as a daisy. I don't
That's
know,
right.
right?
I don't know.
So
I don't. I've seen lots of things. I don't question these things. So
yeah. So
teach their own. Teach their own.
so therefore I am not wrong, Randy.
The only thing I remember is the Scrooge Duck first appearance that you sold at the auction, and that was pretty good.
What was that?
For a comic book, you sold a
Oh
first
yeah,
appearance
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
Scrooge McDuck or something.
yeah. That
You
was the
got quite a few hundred.
first. That was the first time Scrooge McDuck was mentioned
Yeah,
in comics,
the key.
and it was a low grade, and I got like $340. I think is what it
Wow,
came out to
wow.
for a low grade comic.
Yeah, that's the ones that sneak in, right?
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Craziness. I've told that comic book
Yeah,
story. I know,
yeah. You know, yeah. We've talked about it, but
but it was it was nice. Very very
so
nice.
so anything else planned for this week? Like, I don't think I have an auction, but I don't even know if I'm going to go. I'm going to only go if I see good stuff. I unfortunately have a not a funeral, but a remembrance on Sunday, so I'm going to only have a half day in the booth. But so sales are this weekend aren't going to be amazing, but that's fine.
Um. No, I just got the pick on Tuesday. I got vendor day on Monday, so I'll be really just and hopefully that booth comes up soon in Tilsonburg too. So I'm really just trying to tag a lot of stuff, going through it because some of it, honestly, it's like those lamps and stuff. Like you just kind of grab them in a bulk buy. So I don't even know what values are on a lot of this stuff, right?
Yeah,
If it looks interesting, I just grab it because I know it can at least go in the booth. So I really have to go through a lot, and I'm hoping to list a lot. I have a whole table full of
yeah,
stuff ready for eBay.
yeah.
I still have lots of toy soldiers. I'm going to give them a break, and I just want to clear out some of this other stuff too. Um, so that's kind of my plan.
Yeah.
I'm hoping no estate sales come up, but that's kind of where I am right now. Putting some more stuff on Facebook and just trying to keep it moving. So,
Yep. Keep the train going.
but check out my Instagram, Carl.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
check out those red exit 1920s 30s ruby red exit shade signs.
So the video you put up, is that of your booth or is that of these
Just like 30-second clips
yeah, okay.
from here.
Yeah.
Haven't done the booth stuff yet. I'm gonna put up a couple more today. I just have so much really cool and interesting things. I just thought I would share them, but
Yeah.
just in these little quick clips on Instagram. But that's about it. I don't know, dude. I got nothing else.
Yep. That's hey. It's good. We're almost an hour and a half. That's good enough. I got stuff to do. I got to go find keys and stuff.
Oh God.
Yeah. No. Okay.
All right, man. Well, everyone have a good week and good picking. Honestly, dude, this is my theory. I think this year is going to be a phenomenal year to pick. I think there's going to be so much good stuff out there. Whether that's a good
Yeah.
thing or a bad thing, does it overload the market? I don't know. I just have a feeling that it's going to be a great year to pick. So, I'm saying it here because so far it's turned out to be really good.
Hot start for sure.
It's a hot start. So, um, so we'll see. But
Perfect.
that doesn't necessarily mean it's a good year to sell. But
No.
let me just say it's been pretty good that way too. For the amount of effort I've been putting into it, it's been pretty good. So
Yeah, I've stuff is going out. Like when I listed it sells.
yeah. Well, I'm just saying even the booth and Facebook Marketplace
Booth
to
too. Yeah.
to the eBay. eBay I really need to focus more effort onto that. But outside of that, yeah. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. Until the aliens land in July,
Right?
I can't wait to see Steven Spielberg's Disclosure.
I haven't even heard of this.
Or Disclosure Day. You
I
haven't
just
seen
hear
it?
I hear these dates like every year for the last 30 years. It's
No,
just
it's a
funny to
movie.
me.
He's got a movie coming out in
Oh,
June.
okay. I didn't even know. See,
Oh my god, dude, you're so far behind. Like, get with it, Carl.
I know, right? It's hard to
Catch
keep
up,
up with
man.
all this stuff.
Go check out the trailer for Disclosure Day. There's all sorts of hype about it.
Okay.
There's all these theories too. I'm not getting into the theories, like they're fun to listen to, but
Right.
I just want to go see the movie. So
Okay.
it's
I
got
will.
Emily Hunt in it.
Okay. So is it a fiction or is it like a documentary?
It's like ET on steroids, I think.
Fiction. Okay.
Fiction. Yeah, totally fiction. But um, yeah, and then I think they're planning on landing on the White House front lawn in July.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Hopefully this time they don't get like this don't get off track like they did in the last 1,000 times I've heard this.
Hey, Obama said the other day there's
Oh my
aliens.
god, I bet you regret. Yeah, he's right. There is like everyone I know who's scientific thinks there's aliens.
Yeah.
The
Well,
difference is have they been here?
yeah. He said he had coffee and tea with them.
That's right. Oh my
Tea and
god,
biscuits.
that blew up. Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't notice that one.
Yeah.
He's like,
The
oh,
the queen. Tea
yeah,
and biscuits.
yeah,
She's dead.
she dead.
The king now. Anyway, whatever. I'm just rambling on. Yeah, so that could be an interesting year. Like everything, hey, we might have a lot of good picking once the aliens come and start eating everybody.
I think if I actually like was more on top of the ones I'm already given the opportunity for, I'd be good. But like, you know,
What do you mean?
like the ones that people contact for me for before, I said I'm interested, and then they never contact me back. Like if I was actually proactive, say, "Hey, are you still doing this?" I'd probably get some picks. But
Yeah, when they talk to you, tell them I can be there Monday.
I always do.
Okay.
I do now, but I say I'll come over, and then they like, "Oh, I don't want someone coming over." Who knows? I don't know. They just don't reply. It's all good. I'm not worried. As he looks around his house and sees all the crap on the floor.
Say I'm coming over and I've just got my banana hammock on. That's it.
And that's it. So thanks everyone for listening again.
That's the code word to make sure you listen to the whole show.
Yeah.
Banana hammock.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good one, everybody. Have a good week selling and picking, and you too, Carl.
You too, Scott. And goodbye, everyone.